What? What is going on? That was my question. That still is my question. What is going on? So now we wait. And I probably should have booted this up the other day when I was playing, but yeah. No, now we have to wait. Always says we wait a long time and then we don't. Oi, mate. Accept returner's bounty. To help those such as yourself reacclimate to the ever-changing realm, the 12 have prepared a most generous boon, the Returner's Bounty. Accepting this divine aid will provide you with the tools required to make that quick return to form, including experience bonuses for partying with mentors, as well as flexes and always not worry, blah 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 blah. Okay. Uh, yeah, sure. Though I remember all my friends being like, leave the novice network now! It's been so long. It's been so long, I don't even know what's going on. You know? I don't even know. I don't even know, bruh. Let me go boot up the chat real quick. See what's going on. Let me see. Speak with non-animal outside of the quicksand. So I think from what my friends were telling me is that I basically got access to the whole post like base Stormblood stuff or whatever. Something like that. And they were saying that dragon sound. Where are you? Okay, it's not here, but might as well go accept it. It's a good thing it's not like originally when I was playing this that I had no idea what was going on whatsoever. I mean, I still don't, so, you know. But anyways, for those of you guys coming in, thank you so much for stopping by to the stream. You can treat me... You can treat me like a new player because my brain is mush. Wait, what? I was about to say. Anyways. How do I get out of here? There you go. Now it says there's a quest here. Ah, yes, that's right. I remember now. Remember, I was unlocking the other... Ornkai is very low in spirits. She... Nestron. And Life of the Dragon. Hell yeah, bruh. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go! Pray forgive me, I've not made any progress in ascertaining the reason for Founheim's rage. It is truly pathetic. I have been alive far, far longer than you, and yet have nothing to show for it. Surely you do not think me younger than you. Maybe small, but you should know that we Dravanians live far longer than any man. Wait, we do live an awfully long time. I think I may have got it. For eons, I heard tales of Gillenbursty of dragons going into seclusion for centuries while carrying grief in their hearts. Ultimately, they are unable to bear the strain and it breaks something fundamental within them. Many a year will need to pass before I come of age to choose a consort, but I believe they help in saving oneself from the abyss of isolation. This is why your kind elects to marry, is it not? I have no idea why anyone marries. Yeah? Fonim's fury was caused by the profound loneliness she has endured over this past millennium. Leaving father's side after they spent so long together must have caused her intense anguish. The question is, how do we heal her pain? Who dares approach? See, you two survived your talk with the dragon. Was it as fruitful as the discussion you had hoped for? I don't know. I don't remember. Yes? If we're standing here? That it matters much. A group of Kastiri merchants have pooled their resources. Hunter said to be quite handy with a lance. I have my doubts he's capable of slaying the worm, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch him try. Someone quite capable with a lance, I wonder who the dragon slayer in question could be. I struggle to imagine there are many men with the skill to go toe-to-toe with a dragon like Faunum. You'd be surprised. We actually know a few. However, if he truly is a threat, then we cannot risk him reaching her before us. We may have a plan, but we have little choice. Come, Roxanne, let us hurry to where we last saw Faunum. Alright. Alright, bruh. Do I have flying unlocked here? That's a good question. No, I don't. Curse these adamantium bones. Alright, the quest is like way the fuck over there. That's fine. If only my friend was on that could fly me over, but... Actually, I just remembered. I might as well grab the ones that I'm missing, honestly. Oh yeah. Sorry, Torgal. Completely forgot that's just like a lake there, I guess, or whatever. Some more this way. Wait, no? This way? To the southwest. Ah, I see. So it's like down here. How do I check that shit again? That's a good question. Party. Strategy board. What the hell is this? I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I think it was travel, Aether Currents. Yeah, here we go. So, we are in Sim Step. Here we go. So for flying, we're still good bits away, but there is one more we can grab on foot, and the rest of them are with quests. Great. No. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to go for that one, so. Hey, chill, 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 chill. So we need to go this way. Oh yeah, I'm known to take very crazy risks when doing fall damage in this game, so. Oh, that hurt. There's like somewhere over here. Yeah, there you go. Gimme, gimme. So now I can move a little bit faster. But still, kind of gotta go around these areas. What the fuck? I guess I'm not aggroing these guys. Oh, well, that's right, because they're like, what, like 5+ levels lower or something? No. Why a dead end? Why? Is this a dead end? Doesn't look like one. Well. Let's go on through. Out of the way, fools. I got a quest to get to. Hey, chill, 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 chill. Alright. We're here. That's what is the duty. Well. Where is she? We must find her before the hunter does. It's good to see you again, Warrior Light. Hey, oh buddy, oh pal. Estinian. All the habits do not die so easily. Yup. Is the Azure Dragoon. of Ishgard. Hey, no. We're not skipping nothing. Who exactly is your diminutive friend? Journey to the Far East in search of an ancient worm's consort. Quite a tale indeed. At the end of my own journey, I chose to continue my travels and eventually found myself in the Far East. It was here that word of the dragon you seek reached mine ears. It had been my intention to act as an intermediary between man and dragon, assuming the beast could be reasoned with. If not, I was prepared to brandish my lance. Regardless, I would wager that the young one has the right of it. What is more, she is doubtless still suffering from the effects of Nidhogg's hateful dirge that summoned the horde. Yes. Trader Worm's hold over his brood was absolute. His unquenchable thirst for vengeance spread through the horde, leaving none untouched. To think one of them was able to resist his call to decimate Ishgard should come as no surprise that she would succumb to madness. The worm spent a millennium solitude resisting Nidhogg's demands for vengeance. I can think of but one way she may be saved. We weaken her enough that she is willing to listen to reason. Try that approach. It did not work last time, and I very much doubt repeating it will change anything. And Estinian's like, we're not gonna do the same thing, bruh. But if you do more than simply talk to her, nay, you shall use your roar. It's the only way you can hope to let her know the war is ended and her consort awaits her in the skies above. My roar. Do the roar. You have 2 dragoons that bested Nidhogg at your side. There's naught to fear. All you need to do is harness your roar to clear the haze that clouds the worm's eyes. Shall do my best. Should we fail again, I fear we may not be blessed with another chance. Pray lend me your strength as your dragoons. That's right. It's both of us. Frenzied Dragon awaits us on Bardam's Meadow. The time is nigh to free her from war's tragedy. Let's go. Gotta remember to stay on my toes with this game. Forgot, I think it's getting away from that one. Stay and fuck him up. Oh shit. Oh. Damn. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Alright. Gotta focus. Anyways, it says I got a message or something. I gotta visit a Moogle. Yeah, put it on normal, bro. I don't want to do it on easy. Just gonna make sure I focus on what it's telling me. Stun doesn't last that long, but oh shit. Good shit, good shit. I am remembering my power. What? Impossible. Okay. Looks like I wasn't paying enough attention on that one either. No. It's fine, it's fine. Let's write the score. Come on, it can't be that hard. Thought I had potions. I mean, I know they're not gonna heal much, but you know. Come on, we got this. What? Oh, god damn it. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know why I'm thinking it's just me and Estinian, so I keep running over there with him. Okay, now I get what I gotta do. I understand now. My brain wasn't here. It still kind of isn't here. We got this. We got this. There we go. Finally, we got him. Noise. There it is. I have only silence, a most deafening silence. Cannot reach her. So quick to bend hope, my son. Let her phone here. Oh shit. Those wings of white, long have they filled my dreams. Vitterfonir, my love. And so they returned together. Give you my thanks, were it not for your succor, I would not have been reunited with my beloved. Let me to thank you as well. I had truly thought were the phone air lost to me, mere words will scarce be enough to convey my appreciation. When the conflict began 1,000 years past, Nidhogg demanded we exact vengeance upon man. However, I refused to allow his hatred to take root within me. I could not bring myself to forget the days where I soared the azure skies with Ritterfonir night on back. A dragon cannot simply shut her ears to Sire's call. To do so would cause her great torment. Thus I bid found him flee to the east, that she might live in peace until the final strains of the Dragon Sun War did fade to an end. He bound to break the zenith, I remained behind in Dravania. Whatever did I regret not following my heart and my beloved? 'Twas after she left for eastern lands that thou didst come into this world, my son. Finally see why I was given a name meaning one born in sadness. Fear would never be your match, father. I'll barely even notice my roar. Belittle not your efforts, Ornkai. I should have known to come here were it not for my roar. It reached mine ears, strong and clear as I soared the skies above. Father. Oh shit. Finally. Give both of you my sincerest thanks. I find myself especially indebted to you, Roxanne. Our adventures investigating these legends shall live long in my memory. And you, as your dragoon, your strength far exceeds the tales I have heard. Words are appreciated, but the appellation is unnecessary. I have long since left that life behind. My past experiences with Nidhogg made me eager to see I found him saved. When the Dreadworm took me as his vessel, I felt his mad heart's palpitations as my own. There was no end to the sadness and distress that flowed from his soul. However, it was this ordeal that allowed me to harness the dragon within, whilst retaining my sense of self. To be careful with the same by now, Roxanne, it shall doubtless serve you well in battles to come. Truly done with your old title, then I have a proposal for a new one. The Crimson Dragoon, much more befitting now that the two of you fight alongside dragons, harnessing their strength as your own. Can see myself warming up to this new name. Hell yeah, brother. Farewell, friend. Farewell. You shall have nothing to worry about. I will become just as capable as father so that I may someday soar the skies with a dragoon like you on my back. Thank you once again for everything, Roxanne. It is time for me to begin the journey home with father and found him, but know that I will ever be in your debt. I sincerely hope this is not the last of our adventures. Probably not. We'll see. Anyways, new gear, new skill, and new other skill. Hell yeah. Let's go! Power alongside your friends stirs the blood of the dragon within. This concludes the Dragoon quest for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Shadowbringers must be registered. You must have completed the role quest Courage Born of Fear. If you've done so, the next Dragoon quest will be available from Alberic. It is thy boy Alberic. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go check on something. I'll be right back, okay? What? Who dares bring a bot to my chat? Impossible. Be gone, bot. Don't ever show your face here again. Alright. Dragoon Age 2 updated the Dragon Gouge. Summary indicates the duration of life of the dragon, which increases damage dealt. Allows for the execution of more powerful actions such as Nastra and the Star Driver. Sheesh. So you're telling me I have more power? Let's see, how do I check my skills again? O-I-U-P. Yeah, here we go. Acciones. Following action chain settings are enabled. Ah, I see. Yo, Quirth and Torment. Noise, mate. Well, I have my new stuff done. Now I can go continue the MSQ. Danalan. Alright. Back to this place. Anyways, it says we can visit a Moogle to check out what this mail is. Which I shall. I must find this Moogle. I think it's this one. No, it's a different one. Which one's the male one? Here you go. Right here. Right in my face. Hello there, mate. Here to read a letter. What we have here, new letters arrived just for you. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy XIV. Enclosed is the set of Lionheart attire, brooding axe optional. Interesting. I wonder, is this good or is this bad? I don't know. I guess we'll sort that out. Anyways, I got some new gear. Bam. Sufficient armory chest space. Impossible. Well, actually, it is possible. Let's check it out. So I think the boots... Yeah, the boots are good. I wonder who I can sell shit to. I don't think I can sell stuff to you, but let me see. Purchase items. Ah, I can. Most excellent. Yeah, let's get those gone. Yeah. I'm gonna use this old gear. Nice, mate. It's got a 3-round rapid fire capability. This is unique and untradeable. Well, I just sold it. Oh yeah, I can't sell that. Lame. Yeah. Oh yeah, the winter sweater. I think my friend gave that to me. think these are the new ones I just got. The new gauntlets. Fine, fine. These dudes don't want me to sell like all this other shit. Bruh. I don't even know where to put it. Like if there's like a box you can drop some of this gear off on or something. Okay. Now. How do you do glamour stuff again? I don't remember. I think it was something if I go back to like my main thing. But it's fine, let's go do the quest. Adventure awaits. Hey, what you doing out here? What do you think of Lilira, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ah, I see. Ordinarily, Papa Shum would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. That is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life in every corner of Norzia, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nald. Very well. Oh, the good thing is that I can fly in these areas, so let's go. I don't remember the game loading taking this long. Oh yeah. Whoever came up with the idea of like, hey, let's let players fly with their mounts is a fucking genius, cause man, we need more of this shit. Look upon this procession of tattered tents, these refugee camps in squalor at the mercy of the elements and thinner lands predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nelva himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Ul'dah. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo and 5 since the calamity, yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. And my best has not been good enough. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy air. Let me go higher, please. Please, I beg of you. It was here, in this holy and remarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in eastern Thanalan when an untimely rock slide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to rip in the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monitarists. We could have only brought their higher links to justice. True villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens, quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words of witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn of the monitor's damnable games. Forgive me my outburst. You're one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Yes. Come, let's return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. The Coliseum. We must return to the Coliseum. Well, back to town. Excuse me. Here it is. Oh, hey. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign and sat there I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from that ignominious chapter of my life, for it was during an unofficial visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raban. The match I had been invited to attend was not all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned that the gambling ring which had arranged for Raban to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raban had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. As you know, Raban is a man of his word, though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands. He amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate, and then I had my blade. Oh no. It's the, whatever the thing is called. Damn, this dude got fucked up. Fucking hopping over these guys. Well, that was a flashback. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which I could cut the strings that bound me. Yes, whatever I'm getting, give me money. Or, give me more crit power. Oh, that's right. Those were the quests I was doing. Alright, let's continue. Please make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. To the Arzaneth Ossuary. Well, seems we're needed elsewhere. A calamity threatened. Fucking yawning too much. When the calamity threatened, Rauban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Loisox would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I'm fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I'm to be Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I've chosen my path, Roxanne, with Al Amigo now freed from Imperial chains. I finally see a way to aid the refugees. We must return the refugees to their homeland. Yep. Already many displaced Al Amigans seek to begin the long trek home. Oh yeah. This is only the beginning. Facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan school in Rauger's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time the old and treasury shall provide. Excuse me. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Where not seek the advice of one who employs refugees. That's not a bad suggestion. My suggestion, mayhap a visit of gold saucers in order. His proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he's one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. Yes. I know of said person. Wonder, you're acquainted with Godbert Manderville? Why, yes. Yes, I am. And I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let's make our way to the landing, and I will see that we're to send to the gold saucer. Godbert should be only glad to receive us. Only too glad to receive us. This ought to be fun. Maybe we get to see old chap there. It's time. Let's see, we must hit the... We must go to the Chamber of Roulette. Yo, teleport time. Nah, it's this way. Over here. Take me over there, mate. We're going on a field trip. I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Oh yeah. It's saucer time. Let us go. We are needed. The Manderville Gold Saucer. Game? When are you gonna load me in, bro? New stage has been added for the Gold Saucer Active Time event Air Force One. So in coincide with this addition, the gate schedule has been updated. Speak with Gold Saucer attendant. Oh, achievements. We have achievements in this area. Heard descriptions of its splendor, yet never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. Couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Come on, don't you want to gamble? Funny how I was literally gambling in Follow New Vegas earlier, and now I'm just like, I'm here. It's gamble time. See the lounge, okay. I think I do have a tune into this. Yeah, I do. Considered as a home point too, which is funny. I guess there's one above me. I believe this is where to meet Lord Manderville. Shall we sit while we await his coming? Yes. Let us sit. Oi, was good, mate? Apologies for necessary, Godbert. My request was set and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. The intrepid Roxanne there and the Sultan herself come calling. There's no more important engagement. Okay. So the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Quran might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I'm sure, that many of Al Amigos displaced sons and daughters long await the return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might be best be distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of a companion suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition. More empathetically, I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ulda in this arrangement? Profit, after all you have done for Gura Albania's displaced, I thought you were the very last person to seek the benefit for them from their misfortune. Forgive me, your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It's a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it to expect it. Then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. It's true. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resistance, but to spread goodwill. That's right. Indeed, then any supported pledge of the refugees must promote self-sufficiency whilst also serving the interests of the people of Da. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. Giving me much to ponder, Lord Manivelle, I thank you for your candor. Prophet, the thought never even crossed my mind. Standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Roxanne, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? My attempt at philanthropy is of light to reach a profit. It would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Why yes, I believe I do. Narrowly, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldernal Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Oh shit, we gotta go back to old boy Hancock real quick. Eager as I am to visit these shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers want to do, I shall await your report by the Atherate and Olda. A fair journey to you, Roxanne, and a swift one, if you please. Oh, don't worry, I have a thing called teleportation. We'll be there and back. Very, very quick. Alright, let's get over there. I'm remembering when there was that whole quest about trying to stealth through the town and shit. Good times. Ahoy there, mate. Yeah, let me talk to old boy. What's up, dude? What do I have the pleasure, or are you here on business? Yeah, we on business. We got new business. Her Grace the Sultana will have my opinion on how to best invest the wealth of Ulda. See, I have to thank you for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. Sheesh. Look, bruh, you did me a solid, okay? Why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better acquainted to advise your grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. Should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Rexon, and may your dealings prove fruitful. I don't know, man. I don't know. Last I remember, one of those dudes fucking stabbed us in the back, left us for dead. So, you know, it don't seem kind of cool, bruh. Merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Thou wishes to meet with Lodorito, and you agree to this. Well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I hope to keep the monetarist at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. Very well, we'll meet with Lodorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. Time to go back to ye old base. We are here. The Sands first congregated, I have heard many tales, but never had occasion to visit. To work then, the hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves. Yes. I will dispatch all enemies. You tread carefully, mate. Tread carefully. Tread carefully with your words, Snake. You fucking bastard. Just fucking smiling. Anyways, have a seat. You little shite. Bet they never expected this. Well, I gotta hand it to the guy. They do know most things. Alright, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Or, well, they're gonna hear us out. Hmm. I need to remember the names of these towns, because I don't remember. Let's see. Is this the place? The quarry. Let's see the other one. Hmm. And then we have the Saltery. Let's see, blah blah blah. The Saltery does seem interesting. So we got the quarry, we got the trade hub, and then we got the Saltery. I think the quarry seems best. Well, our last option then. I like how my character just looks down and they're just like, the Saltery. Hmm. Well, it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. Shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Roxana. Could not have done it without you. It's all good shit. I'm just getting food and shit, you know? EXP and shit. Alright. Probably one of the last ones I'll be doing tonight. Of course, it's decided I shall return to the palace and my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Roxana would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hex on your return to Alamigo. Thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ulda both. Well, time to go back. And poof. We were gone. Yo, Oreo? What do you do here? So some of the Guardians called on means foreigner or some such. Can you believe that? I was a foreigner in my own bloody homeland. But no longer I. We're free at last, and those Imperial horse sons are dead or in chains. Who's the little parakeet now? Yeah? Well. Yo, what's up, mates? Oh yeah, I forgot y'all did that. So I need to return to Ulda, but she isn't sure he wants to. Something we don't know, but I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping the refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how Mr. Ciclo Larizo help us another question. After all has happened, he is the very last person I was expecting to turn to for it. That's what I was saying. On a more practical note, assuming the interim government elects to accept Olda's proposal, one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Amigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Olda to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lula Richo too much control. It's like gonna never happen. What exactly does the ruthless puppeteer have to do to earn your trust? To make first things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Saltery's residents. Fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather. I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, would you mind coming along, Roxana? I might need you to fill in the details. She'll come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Of course, mate. Let's get out of here. Speak with Watt. What is this? some of the areas I haven't discovered. Alright, Torgal. Let's go. Ugh. What the hell is that? Looks kind of funny though. Oh yeah, we're here. What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Wat this time, eh? We want to rebuild the Saltery. Granddad Roxanne, tell him about the deal. Oi, mate, this is what we're trying to do. We're bugger mate. Never had the coin of the hands to put the place back to how it was, but it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send his soldiers to call the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. My granddad will take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols. I'm sure she'd sign me to the lock if I asked. Appreciate that, Westguard, my lad. Truly I would. This doesn't mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours. Been training I, but mostly to kill Imperials. Experience hunting monsters, don't you, Roxanne? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local steeds and teach me how to deal with them? Oh yeah, mate. About to have you monster hunted in no time. Busy tending to the local fauna. Shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Salty to his former glory. Good hunting. That's a lot of talking. Finally. Then Roxanne, I've got a spyglass here. You can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you got their measure, you can tell me what to do and see how well I get on. Set your surroundings for yabbies. You may move the camera as well, zoom in and out. Tell the yabby to target a yabby and inspect it with left click. Shit, I'm about to yabby some up, bruh. Little bit of a yabby. Guess the tail, maybe? How the fuck? Bruh. How does this even work? My cabbages. They're not working. Bruh. Okay. It's taking a little bit longer than I was thinking about. Looking for a part of his body that might be considered a weak point, try the underside of its head. I mean, I guess. It says aim at the jaw. Bruh. This ain't doing nothing. I don't know if this is bugged out or what, but oh, I gotta like fucking tap it or some shit. Alright, whatever, I got it. Alright, mate. Strike it. His entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of his head looks soft and vulnerable. From the Yabi, they say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Yeah. Just hit as hard as you can. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then, wish me luck. You best not die, mate. Looks like you got one. Alright then. Good shit. Well done, mate. Well done. Thanks, Roxanne. I did just as he told me, and the wavekin went down like a sack of popotos. Let's find something else. What's up, mate? Think I can handle yabbies now? We should try something different? What else is out there? Search your surroundings for phobads. You might move the camera. Okay. See if I can get it this time. The eyes. I think. Phobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystal-like core could render the Soul Golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Defeat one of those. Destroy the core within his brow. Just hit it really, really hard as you can. It's like its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. Yeah. Get him. Alright. It's not easy fighting with the Liberator of All Amigo watching every move, but I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Roxanne. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Anyway, we should head back to the salty Fort Grand that starts to where I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchlings. Yep. The Yabai. And it looks like there's like a different kind of version. The Salteray. So you returned in one piece, dealt with those beasties then, did you? Hell yeah, bruh. Fought them myself if they're with an instruction from Roxanne here, like. Once I've shared what I learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. Fine young man, you become Whiskar. Fine young man indeed. Often and late I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Yeah. Ooh, a weapon, huh? Little bit of a weapon, master. Seems Whiskar has the Saltery security well in hand. Meanwhile, I have discussed the next steps with Master 1 and completed my inspection of the site. With little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Apologies from the I'm miss, but the General will speak with you at your earliest convenience. Just to wait around on my account, I will remain here to hammer out the final details. What? Next intermediary with our business partner is an old dog. You should go. Yeah, alright. Wait for him by the main gate of Alamigan Quarter. Alright. Alamigius. We gotta go back. All right. What's up, mate? What's up, little dude? Those little bastards. If it was up to me, these traitors would be dealt with. But I don't think they're gonna kill him. Good man. Alright. To learn that I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled, Arnold, what news? You may have a problem, sir. The group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. I don't mean the Vera. These are Konaya, the ones that summon the Primal. Ah. Insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa is trying to visit them, but she may need help. She was sending it to all the native beast tribes. We assumed the Konaya would have refused it out of hand. Let's go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Deal with these. Number 4, I'll have you on my side. Alright, mate. Let us be off then. The fuck do I get through the gate? Oh. Guess it was being weird then. Let me pass, mate. I have business. Outside the walls. Shit. It's above me. Fuck, how do we get up there? Probably over here. Yeah, here we go. So. What the fuck? You dare attack me, fiend. Well, 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 look who it is. Yep, let them keep their swords. I have the feeling we welcome a viper into our midst. I mean, this is very much true, friend. Very much true. I have a new weapon. I guess I already equipped it. No. Here we go. Orgine Kai. My character's fucking face. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. I did wanted to do some more, but I got on late to stream. But like I'm saying, we will be back on pretty soon with this next quest to see exactly what's going on with the story. I am eager to continue. Excuse me. Finish up Stormblood. Second start Shadowbringers, which a good amount of people that I've talked to before in this game and other friends have told me that it's a really good one. So I can't wait for that. But until then, we're gonna stop here and end the stream for now. But until the next one, I'll see you guys then. Peace out, y'all.